Hi and welcome to this Shopify tutorial. In this full tutorial, you will learn how to use the Shopify platform as a beginner. So the goal of this tutorial is to show you how to use Shopify to build your online store, and the ultimate goal of this course is to help you gain the confidence to work with Shopify to create your store. Or if you want to use these skills to build your own store, then this course will help you do that. And if you also want to use these skills as a Shopify freelancer, helping other people build their stores, then this course will also be of great benefit to you as a beginner. So you don't have to know about Shopify, and by the end of this tutorial, you're going to have the confidence to work with Shopify as a complete beginner. So I will see you in the next video when we get started. Go ahead and join this course. Hi and welcome back. So you can get started with Shopify one of two ways. So the first way, you can get yourself a 14-day free trial. So this runs out after 14 days. You don't need to add your credit card info. Just put in your email address and follow the steps. So go ahead and sign up for the free trial if this is the one that you want. Now the next one is you can get yourself a partner shop. So what this means is you'll sign up as a Shopify partner. So if you go to shopify.com/partners or partners.shopify.com, one of that will get you to this page and you can sign up as a Shopify partner. So as a partner, you will be able to create development stores, and development stores will give you the capability to create actual stores which you can use and even sell products for about 50 orders, up to about 50 orders. And then after that, you will need to upgrade your account. But this is a nice way if you want to be a Shopify freelancer, then sign up as a Shopify partner. You can also become an affiliate via the partner platform. What you're going to get on the partner dashboard will be the affiliate links, and you'll also get development stores. You can create development stores, and people can also transfer their stores to you so that you can make design changes for them. If you want to become a Shopify freelancer, then go ahead and sign up as a partner. So this is the one that I'm going to use. I'm going to create a store via my Shopify partner account. However, if you want to just do a 14-day trial, then go ahead and sign up for the 14-day trial. But this is the one that I suggest for you. Become a partner and you can create as many stores as you want. And the reason why I would encourage you to get this is because for you to become a Shopify expert, of course, you'll need to practice. And the only way for you to practice is for you to create Shopify shops. So using your Shopify partner account, you can create as many development stores as you want. And that will enable you to learn and become extremely confident in your Shopify skills. So go ahead and sign up as a Shopify partner, and then we will continue from there. Okay? So I will see you in the next video when we continue from here. Hi and welcome to this video. So before I go to the next video, I just want to reiterate some points that I made in the first video. So this course is intended for you if you want to learn how to use the Shopify platform. This course is not going to show you how to build an online business. It's just going to show you how you can use the Shopify software to build your online store. Once in a while, I will be giving tips here and there about certain things that, of course, will be crucial to your shop if you're going to build a real world store. Okay? And if you need any help with Shopify has a very, very thorough documentation. If you go to Google and you Google any problem that you're having on Shopify, you will always find a solution. So if you need any help, just Google any problems that you're having and you will always find a solution either on Shopify, or you'll even find other people have created solutions for the problems that you are having. So I just wanted to reiterate that before we go to the next video. So in the next video, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here and we're going to create our partner account. So if you are ready to get started following along with me, be ready with your email address and you're going to sign up and create a new Shopify partner account. So I will see you in that next video. Hi and welcome back. So in this video, let's see how we can create our Shopify partner account. So I've created a quick link. If you want to go to partners.shopify.com, so you can just go to bizanosa.com/ps. That will take me to the Shopify partner link. So bizanosa.com/ps, enter. So that will bring you here and you can just sign up with your email address. Okay. So I also have the link for the free trial, the 14-day free trial, but I'm not going to show you how to sign up with that. If you want to sign up with that, just do so. But this is what I will be using. So if you go to bizanosa.com/sf, that will take you to the free trial. So if you want to sign up for this, go ahead and do so, but I'm not going to deal with this. It's a very straightforward process. So you can just put in your email address and follow the steps. So let's come back here and I will just enter my email address and then click on join now so that I can join the Shopify Partners program. And then fill in all these other details. Then click on create account. So when creating your account, just ensure that the password section is a strong password. You can use a combination of capital letters, small letters, and special characters that will give you a strong password. Okay, make sure it's more than 5 characters and you have numbers in there, you have special characters just to make the password strong. After that, I'll need to go into my email and I will need to confirm my email address. So that has verified my email address and I can just click go back to partners. And when I'm here, I will need to create a new partner account with all the details that I want. So I will create a new partner account and you can give this a business name. You can give it anything that you want. For me, I'm just going to say Bizanosa. I'll just call it Bizanosa. And what else? This is optional. The city of Nairobi, and then country Kenya, and yeah, that's not there for me. How do you plan to start a Shopify as a Shopify partner? Selling apps, developing private, offering services to Shopify, referring merchants to Shopify. If you know what you want to do, you can just click what you want to do. Okay, so do you have an idea? Do you have an app idea, client or affiliate audience? You can say yes, and then view your dashboard. So just like that, and you'll have all the details that you need to create your store. So if you want to create a new store, you can do that here. So in the next video, let me just come here and do a quick dashboard overview of this Shopify Partners Dashboard. So I will see you in the next video, and in the next video, as I've said, I'm just going to do a brief overview of this dashboard. See you in the next video. Hi and welcome back. In the last video, I showed you how to create your Shopify Partners account. So in this video, let's do a brief dashboard overview of what we have here. So I'm assuming you're a complete beginner. That's why I want to do the overview. Here under development stores, this is where you're going to create the stores, and this is what I will be working with. So if I click here, you'll see that you can create a store. You can create a store, and once you create the store, it will just be a normal store like any other Shopify store, and you can build it and even show it to people. If you want to sell it, you can show it to people and they would see the store and decide if they want to buy it, or you can just have the store and sell your products. So it will be a live store that you can use to sell products up to about 50 orders, and you can create as many of them here on your development stores. And then we have this option of managed stores. So let's say you're a freelancer and you may need to request people for permissions on their stores. So if you come here under managed stores, you can just get the link of that store that you want to request permission for, and you can add a client store here. And once you input the link of the store, you can request the permissions that you want for that store. If you want to add a message, you can add a message there, save, and then the owner of the store will receive an email of your request and they can allow you to manage their stores. So if you're a freelancer, this is something you're going to use. So that's about managed stores, and you can have as many of them as you want to. If you're a freelancer, you may have many stores that you manage for other people, and this is where you'll do it. And then referred stores, if you've referred certain stores here, this is where you're going to see the stores that you've referred. So if you also decide to take part in the Shopify affiliate program, then this is where you're going to see any stores that you've referred to Shopify. And then you also have affiliate tools. So these are tools that you can use. You can get the link, your affiliate link, and then market that on your website, your blog, your social media accounts, and so much more. So you'll have to apply here if you want to become an affiliate for Shopify. And then apps, if you want to build apps, this is where you'll go. You'll find beginning documentations here, and you can also create themes. Okay, so let me just click on themes, and you'll see that you can start by submitting a theme if you already have a theme, and you can learn how to build themes. And then apps, you can create an app using the Shopify API. If that's something that you're interested in, you can learn how to do that here as well. There are very good tutorials how to do it here. And then payouts, these are if you're an affiliate and an app and you have certain apps, you have themes, this is where you can change those settings for your payment. And then education, as the name suggests, you're going to get starting materials to help you here. You can get documentations here if you need help with the API, all that you can get here under documentation. And then if you need help, you can go under support, you can send an email, you can create a ticket, and you can chat with the Shopify support team. And then team, so this is for you. If your Shopify Partners account is used for managing stores, you may need to add a team. Maybe you have a couple of people that you work with, or you even want to add your other email as a security feature. You add another email so that if you forget your first email, you can use that second one to log in. So that's something you can do here. Team, under team, invite owner, just enter your email address, follow the steps there. And if you want to add staff members, so maybe you have managed stores, you have certain stores that you manage, you want to add staff so that they can have a look at those stores for you, then you can add staff members. And then settings, this is where you can change your partner account settings. So if you come here, you can see you can edit your information here. And that's pretty much it for this video. So in the next video, let's see how you can create your first development store. So I will see you in the next video. So you've created your Shopify Partners account. So if you want to build your store, that's what you're going to do in this video. We're going to see how you can create your first development store. So it will just be a normal Shopify store, and the dashboard for that store is the same as any other Shopify store. If you create yours using the 14-day free trial, it will just be the same dashboard. So in this case, you'll just click on your development stores if you want to build your first store. Scroll down, you're going to see here you have this button. Just click on create store to create your first store, and then you can create the login information for your store and add all the store details there. And then the store purpose, what will you do with this development store? Build a new store for a client, test an app or a theme. I'm just playing around. So for here, I can choose build a new store for a client, and then region, all these details, just add them to match up with where you are. So add all of this information, and then your store name. How do you want to call your store? Make sure it's something that is clear for you and is also in line with what you're selling. And when you finally decide to get yourself a domain name, make sure it's something that will not be very far from the domain name. Okay, so for me, let's say I want to create a store where I sell computer RAMs and other parts. So mostly I'm going to deal with computer RAM, that is random access memory, so computer memory. So let's say I want to call my store RAM store. So you can see this is already taken, so I can call mine RAM store 360. So 360 is just like 360 all round, so everything about RAM. Okay, so RAM store 360. So if I was to get this domain, it will probably be available, and if it won't be, then I will just find a way to customize it so that it can be something as close to this. And then of course add your password. Make sure it's strong, it's got capital, small letters and special characters. The capitals are not mandatory, but if you want a strong password, make sure you add them. And let's see if I need to add this information. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So just give it a while for the store to get created. Then you can continue on with this. Are you already selling online? Let's say I'm not selling products yet. Do you have something to sell? Yes, I have products to sell, ready to launch. So what is your current revenue? I'm just getting started. Yes, I'm designing development store for a client. So just go next. You can also skip this. Next. And then an address so you can get paid. Add all your information here. All this information, make sure you add all of them. Everything that is mandatory. Let me see what is mandatory here. So you can see these are all mandatory. So fill in all this and then click on enter my store. And once you've filled in all those details, you are on your store dashboard. So here on your store dashboard, these are all the things that you have to build an online store. In the next videos, I'm going to do a brief overview of these elements so that you can have an idea how you can do various things with all the links that you have here. So this is your online store. So regardless of how you build your store, this is where you're going to have your store, and this is how your dashboard is going to be like. Okay, even if you start with a 14-day free trial, this is exactly how your store is going to look like as of the date of this recording. So if anything changes, it will not be a very big change because Shopify is a business and they try as much as possible to make the usability of their platform as consistent as possible. So even if they make a change, it will be in line with what they have here. It will not be a very, very magnificent change that will make it impossible for you to follow along with these videos. All right, that's how you create your store. So I will see you in the next videos. And in the next videos, what we are going to do is we are going to see what all these links are for. So basically, I will be doing an overview of the Shopify dashboard. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. If you have any questions, feel very free to reach out. Hi, and welcome back to this video. In this video, I want to do an overview of the Shopify dashboard. So I'll be doing all this in a single video. So the video might end up being longer than expected. So for the most important items, I'm going to do an explanation for them. But for other items which are not that important, I'm going to just leave them. So the first thing on the home, this is where you're going to find various links for quick items that you can do as soon as your store is set up. So you see you can add a product, you can customize your theme, and you can add a domain. So you're going to see most of this throughout this course. And if you want to add a product immediately, you can just click on the button right there. And if you scroll down, you're going to see that right now your store is protected by a password. So if you want to disable that, you can click here to go and disable the password or to change the password. And you can also add payment providers and so much more. So just scroll down and see the options that you have. And about settings, so if you want to find out the settings or you want to change various settings for your store, down here we have this settings link. So if you go here, you're going to see all the options for your store like payment, legal, pages, and so much more. And I'm going to click on this later on. And then orders. If you come to your orders, this is where you'll process your orders. You can view the history of your orders. Currently, this is a new store and I don't have any orders. You can also see any abandoned checkouts and you can see what you can do with them. If you want to retarget these people or you want to find out their details and just communicate with them, you can find abandoned checkouts here. And then under products, this is where you can add your products. You can track your inventory. So here under products, you can view all your products. You can add a product. This is where you'll be adding your products. And then you can do product transfers. You can track your inventory. You can create various collections for your product. Collections are just a grouping of products. Maybe you sell computer items. You can group them based on how those items can be categorized. So collections are just like categories. And then if you want to create gift cards, this is where you can create various gift cards for your customers and share them out. So once we have products, we're going to click on these different links and we're going to see more details about each and every one of these. So you can look at your customers' history, their customer details, all that can be found here under the customers link. And you can also track your analytics if you want to see how your shop is performing. You want to see the different products and reports, the sales, the visitors to your store, all that you can find under analytics. And then if you want to see the current status of your store, live view, if there are any live visits, you can track that under live view. And then various marketing items. Let's click on this and see what we have here. So you can promote your products, you can sell the products and create various ads on Google, Facebook, Gmail, all that you can do here. So if you have accounts on these platforms for the different marketing options that you have here, you can create campaigns here. And then if you want to create discounts, you can create that here. You can create automatic discounts, or you can just create various discount codes that you can share with your customers, and you'll find all the options here. And if you want to add any apps for your store, then you can find all the apps here. If you want to add any functionality to Shopify, you can come here under apps and just search for the apps that you want to use. So you can visit the Shopify App Store and find the apps there and install them. And we're going to do all this at some point. So Obalo is a popular one. This is for dropshippers. You can add your products here, and you can import products from AliExpress. If you want to do drop shipping, then you'll probably end up using Obalo. So these are some popular apps that you can try, and you can see that they've been used by lots of different people based on the reviews. Where is your online store? So if you come here under online store, this is where you will design your shop. This is where you'll change the theme. You can create pages, you can create blog posts, all that will be under your online store. And this is also where you can view your online store to see how it is right now. You see, once you click on online store, you'll get this option here just to view your store. So if you go there, you can see how your store is right now. And remember, the link for your store is what you chose when you're signing up. So you can see right now, it's just dummy content, but you can design it however you want. We're going to change the theme, and we're going to add products, pages, and posts, and so much more. So if you want to change the theme, you can just scroll down, and you can see if you want more themes, then you can get free themes, or you can get to view the full catalog of the Shopify theme store. And if you want to get the paid ones, you can get them from here. You can also upload a theme. If you have themes that you bought from Theme Forest, or you bought them from anywhere else, or you made them yourself, you can upload them here. And if you want to change the code for your theme, you'll just click here for your current theme, and you can edit the code for your theme. But before you do that, always make sure you duplicate the theme, so that if you make any errors, you can always just go and reactivate the duplicated theme to overwrite the changes that you made that were erroneous. So in this case, if you want to change and edit the code, make sure you duplicate your theme first, and you can preview the theme and all these other items. If you want to customize the theme, that is, maybe change various items on the theme, like you want to add images, you want to add various locations on your theme, you'll just click here under customize, and you will be able to customize the theme in any way that you want. So that's it for themes. And you can also create blog posts, you can create pages. We're going to see all this. And you can also create navigations. Navigations, of course, are very important for user experience, to help people know where they can go next on your store. And if you want to add a domain name, you can just click here to add a domain name. So right now, this is a trial store this is a development store, and this is currently the link to my store. But if you want to add a domain, you can buy a new domain and add here, or you can also change the primary domain. You can transfer a domain, you can connect existing domain. If you have an existing domain, maybe on GoDaddy, Namecheap, anywhere else, you can just connect the existing domain here. It's a very simple process, and we're going to see how you can do that. And you can change the preferences for your store. If you want to remove the password, you'll just come here under online store, preferences, and disable the password. Currently the store is protected by a password. It's a new store. We haven't even added any content yet. And for the preferences, you can add this for SEO purposes. So if you want to add a title, you can do that here. You can add description for your homepage there. And if you want to add or connect your Google Analytics, you can do that here. You can also add your pixel ID, your Facebook pixel ID. You can add that there. And if you want to remove the password, you can enable it or disable it right there. If you want to change the password, you can do that there. So this is a password for the store right now. If anyone goes to visit your store, they're going to find a coming soon page, and there will be an option for them to visit the store using a password. So this is what that's all about. So let's see what's here under settings. So general settings about your store, you can change that there. If you want to add locations, maybe you do fulfill orders in different locations, you can add various locations here. And you can also change your account settings right there, billing information. You want to create gift cards there. You can change payment providers. You can also activate or deactivate payment providers there. And you want to change your checkout process. You can just see the settings that are there. You want to change your shipping. You want to create a shipping, legal notices. You can do that there. Privacy, policy, and terms of service. You can find that there. There will be templates for you, and you can just click on the templates and edit them, and then you'll create pages based on those templates. If you want to upload files, you can do that here. If you want to change your sales channels, maybe you want to sell on your website, you can get the button for selling on your website here. You want to sell on Facebook, you can find the buttons there. The options are all under the sales channel. And then if you want to add your tax rules and the percentages, you can find the tax info here. Just add the tax information here for your site, so that if people have to buy stuff and pay for VAT, then the options will be under here. So that's pretty much it for this video. And in this video, I've done a very brief overview of the Shopify dashboard. So if you're new to Shopify, then you can just click on these items just to see what options you have, and it will make it much easier for you to learn. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Hi, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a product. So go ahead and log into your store. And for me, I will go inside of my development stores. And I want to log into this store. So I can just click on login. So we look at all the other things about products. If you go under products here, you're going to see that we have different things. You can do collections, you can create collections. You're going to see about this. You're going to look at how to work with the inventory and all these other things. For now, we want to see about creating products. So you're going to create your first product. And as I said, my store is going to be a RAM store, that is for selling computer memory. I can add a product. You see up here, you can also import a product. Let me just click on this so that you can see what you have. You can import your products from a CSV. So if you already have CSVs from your products, maybe you exported them from somewhere else, then you can import that here, and you just click on upload file and follow the prompts. In this case, I want to create a product manually, and I will be adding the details of that product. Here you'll put the title of your product. This is where you'll put the description of your product. All the tools you need for your description are here. You can add videos, images, even tables. All that can be done inside here. And then you can add images for the product. Then you'll set up the prices for the product, and then you can compare a price for that product. And then about the inventory, you put the SKU for that product here. If you got this barcodes, then you can input the digits there for tracking purposes, and then you can also add your inventory policy, Shopify, to track this product inventory. So this is important such that if your products are running low, then you'll see that Shopify will alert you that the product quantity is running low and you can stock up on that product. If you stock your inventory, then you need to just ensure that Shopify is tracking this for you. It will save you a lot of hassles in terms of inventory tracking. And then shipping, you can say if this is a physical product or maybe you're selling digital products. If this is a digital product, you will not need to add this. You'll uncheck that. And then you can choose right now. Our fulfillment option is via Shopify. And then if you want to create variants for the products, maybe you're selling dresses and some dresses are blue, some dresses are white, some are black, then you'll create a variant for your product. And then as for the search engine, then you can edit the description and the page title that you want to appear on search engines, and you can also customize the URL for that particular product for SEO purposes. That's just a brief overview of what you have here under the section of creating a product. On this end, you can see that we also have this product availability. This entails where your product will be shown. So for now, I only have one sales channel. So your sales channels could be something like Facebook, your online store, and then you can also have the buy buttons that you can put on your website. Those are all what we call sales channels where the product can be purchased from. In this case, I only have an online store, but if I was to click here on manage, I would probably be able to select other items that I have. So if you want to see your sales channels, so if you want to add or remove sales channels, then you'll just come here under settings, and on the settings, you'll see down here we have sales channels. So if you click on this, you're going to see that you have various sales channels that you can activate. For now, we only have the online store, and then you can also add a sales channel. Maybe you want to add Facebook, or you want to add the buy buttons for your website. Okay, so you can see what you have here, right? All this, just have a look at them if they are of interest to you. Okay, so right now this product will be available on our online store. If you had other sales channels, then you would be able to select or unselect those from this point. And then the product type, this is something that you probably know about your product, so it will be up to you to know the product type, and then the vendor, and then the collection. So you can add collections for your products. Collections are basically just categories. If you sell different boutique items, then you can have dresses, you can have shorts, just different items for collections to group the different products that you have. And then tags. Tags are also good to help you. You can use tags to automatically create collections for your products. So maybe for the dresses, if you label something as a dress, you can create automatic collections that add any product into that collection using the tag. And you're going to see how to do this when I create collections. So tags, just tag the items. You can tag them however you want, just to make it easy for people to know what the product is about in terms of what they're interested in. That's pretty much it about this. So that's just an overview of how to work with this product creation page. Okay, so here under product description, make sure that your description is SEO friendly. You can read just a little bit about SEO just to see how to write SEO optimized content. So make sure that when you're creating this product description, at least use bulleted items, and make sure that the description is very descriptive and helpful for the buyer. If it's something that if you're selling something that needs certain conditions, needs to be taken care of a certain way, then make sure you add all those details in your description. At least just create a level of trust whereby when a customer buys something from you, they know everything they need to know about the product, and if you can answer all their questions in the product description, then they will probably buy. So that's pretty much it for this video. It was just an overview of this page. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to create the first product here. So I'll see you in the next video. In this video, let's add our first Shopify product. So I'll just click here on add product, and I will add the first RAM. So I will paste the name of the product there, and this will be our product title. So that's a computer memory, that's a laptop RAM. And then description, as I said in the description, make sure that you give as much information about the product as possible and separate items using bulleted lists. Like if you want to list the features of a product, don't do it in paragraph format. Just list the features of the product and give a brief explanation of the features if you have products which have features. So write as much as you can about the product. Make sure that your description is very, very descriptive, and try to think in terms of the buyer. What do they want to know about the product? If you can answer all their questions, the chances of them buying the product is very high. And you can also do a video and add a video for your product. You'll just click and add a video for your product. So for this product, I'm just going to add a very brief description, and don't follow my example because my product description is very small. There, and that's it. Pretty much that's it. For you, this is not what I would recommend for you. Make sure that your description is very detailed and separate items using bulleted lists and headings as well, and add images for how people are using the product. So if you want to add a video, you can just click there and add a video. Okay, so let's add the images. So you can just drag and drop images, and the first image that you drop will act as the product image, the default product image. So this is a crucial RAM. Let me add an image for that. I can just drag and drop an image there, and I can drag and drop a second image. So this will be the default image for this product. So even if I save this at this point, it's going to have everything that we want for the product. So you can see my currency is currently in Kenyan shillings. Based on your settings, your store settings, you can change that. So if you come here under settings, you can change your currency. So here under settings, if you want to change the currency or you want to change the metric system that you're using, just click on general settings under settings, and then you can change all the details here about your store. You can see you can change the unit system that you want to use. You can change the store currency. Just change the currency to what you want. For me, I want to use USD, so I can save that. Okay, so at this point, I can try and save this just to see the current information that you already have about the product that you're creating. So you can see the product has been created, and we haven't added some things here yet. So the price, you can change the price. This is an 8 GB RAM. This could probably be like $50. So I can put there $50. And then charge taxes on this product. You can charge taxes depending on where you are, depending on the rules, and depending on the taxation laws of where your business is registered. You can charge taxes. However, for me, I'm going to disable this. So remember that you can also change the tax. You can also change the taxes here under settings. If you come back to settings and you look under this taxes, you can change the taxes. Okay, so you can charge taxes based on regions. So you can edit the taxes for this. You can see for me it's 16%, and then for the rest of the world you can also change the taxes depending on this. So in most cases, you're probably not going to charge taxes unless you're selling these items to people in your country and you know the taxation laws in your own country. So based on your VAT, make sure you set this up. So for me, I'm not going to charge taxes. I'm going to disable this, so you know where you can change the tax. You can change the tax rate. You know where you can change the tax rate. Just go into settings and then taxes, and then inventory. You can give this a SKU so that you can know exactly which product you're dealing with. So I can call it this. Let me just copy that, and then this SKU. This will just help you to know, the SKU will just help you know which product you're dealing with. So if somebody orders and you see the SKU, you can automatically know the product you're working with. So that was 8 GB. So just something like that will help you know. And if you have the barcode or any of these numbers, okay, just add them here. Most product manufacturers usually have this, and if you know what they are, just paste them in there so that it can help you track the product using a barcode. And then inventory. Yes, I want Shopify to track the inventory for this product, and this will mean that if the product is getting low in quantity, Shopify is going to change the color of the product listing, and I would be able to see that the product quantity is getting low and I need to restock. Okay, so make sure you add the quantity that you currently have. Maybe you only have 10 of the items, and you can also add. So this is something that you'll see here. If you have products that are coming in, you can put them here under transfers. So allow customers when it's out of stock. So you can allow customers to purchase the product when it's out of stock. And this is okay if you know that when you order for a reshipment, it's going to take a short time for you to get the product. If the product is going to take long for you to get it, then just leave this unchecked. Okay, so yes, this is a physical product. If you're selling a downloadable product, then you can uncheck this. Okay, if it is a downloadable product, then you can just leave this unchecked, so customers won't have to enter the shipping address, because you will probably be sending the item to them via email. So this is a physical product, yes, used to calculate shipping rates at checkout. So for this, this is probably like 50 grams. So let me just put it at 100 grams. And then customs information. And then the customs information, you need to add the product origin, location. So if you know it's originating from where you are, like for me, I can just put, let's say I already have the product with me and I want it to come from Kenya, I will just add that there. So if your product has the harmonized system, if your country has the harmonized system code, the 6-digit code, you can add that there. But if you don't have it, just ignore this. In fact, even this you can ignore as well. Okay, this customs information, you can ignore both of this. If you're just selling things in your local area, then you don't have to enter this information. You can ignore this. So fulfillment service, as of now, we only have Shopify. If the product that you're adding has a variant, then you can add the variant here, and you're going to see how to do this at some point. Right now, let's just create this product. And then also you need to edit the SEO. So the page title, you can change the page title. So here, just think in terms of the customer. What do you think they're going to be searching for on Google? Like, for me, someone looking for a DDR4 laptop RAM is probably going to look for 8 GB DDR4 laptop RAM. And that's what I can put here on the title. You can see it already somewhere in the title. So I can add here crucial 8 GB DDR4 laptop RAM, and then all these other details won't matter that much. But this is basically you thinking in terms of the customer. What will they be searching for? And add a description here as well, description that will invite them to click the link. Like, here's a 8 GB RAM, here's a 8 GB RAM for your laptop. Click here to find out more details about this RAM, to see if it is compatible with your system. Something like that will make them click on the link. Okay, and also on the link, the URL, you want to make sure that the URL that you're adding here is user friendly. Okay, like you can see, this is a very long link, so I can just trim it down I can just trim it down to something that is easy to recognize. Something that will not be cut out on Google. And since this product was already saved and published, so you remember I did save the product. So with that in mind, make sure you check this so that if this link has been shared, then it will redirect to the new link that you're creating for the product. And then if you want to delete your product, any product, just go under products, old product, and then click on that product, and you can click here to delete the product. In this case, of course, we're creating a new product, and you can click on save. So as I said in the last video, online store, you can choose the product availability on which sales channels you want the product to be shown, whether you want it to be shown on the online store, Facebook, and your website. All that you can choose here. And I told you something about this in the last video. And then the product organization, product type, I don't really have to add that. And then the vendor, and then collections. We are going to create collections later on, and you're going to see how you can automatically add products to a collection, and how you can also manually add products to a collection, and how you can add those collections to your menu, your main menu. You're going to look at that later on. And here I want to add tags, and these tags are going to help me automatically group different products in different collections. So here under tags, I can write DDR4 RAM, and then you can add more if you want to, like this is 8 GB RAM. So just add as many as you want to, and you can use this to automatically create collections for your products. So just once you do this, you can press enter, or if you want to add another, you just press comma, and it will add it to your tags. So that's pretty much it for this product. And what I can do now is I can save the changes. So if I want to change the primary product image, I can just drag this there. Okay, but I prefer this other one. So you can add as many images as you want to. These will be the product images, and here under description you can also add images for the products. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. So once you make all the changes, just scroll down and click on save. Okay, so that's it. I will see you in the next video. Hi and welcome back. So in the last video, we created a product. I showed you how you can create a product on your Shopify store. In this video, I just want to give you some tips on how you can write your product descriptions. So the first thing, in creating your product descriptions, you need to aim towards trust. That means that your product descriptions should elicit trust. And on top of trust, you should also aim to appear as an authority on the product that you're selling. So being an authority simply means that you know what you're selling, you're familiar with the product, and your customers can look up to you in terms of advice when they're buying that product. So those are the two key things that you need to aim for when you're writing your product descriptions. So let's just see some ways in which you can achieve trust and appear as an authority in your product descriptions. So most importantly, before you even start to write the product description, ensure that you have ample time to write the product descriptions. Because if you're in a hurry, you're going to do a shoddy job, and you don't want your product descriptions to appear shoddy. So ensure you have enough time before you begin the process of coming up with the product descriptions. And when you're writing the product description, ensure that you grab attention. So the first thing, this grabbing attention, it's what you'll come across. Most people call it the hook. So you need to hook the customer as soon as they come in. An example of a hook is this. So I have this MailChimp course, and in the introduction video, what I did was I asked a question. Okay, so the question was, are you tired of paying people to do email marketing for you? If that's the case, then you're going to learn how to do your own email marketing using MailChimp. So that's something that you can consider a hook. Another example, in my current store that I'm working with, this is RAM Store 360. If I was writing a product description following these rules, I would start by saying that, is your computer slow? And have you checked your task manager to see that your computer memory is the cause of the sluggishness in your PC. If that's the case, then you'll need to buy additional RAM to add to your computer, or you'll need to buy a larger RAM to add to your computer. So that's something that you can consider a hook. So whatever you're selling, just ensure that you start by at least addressing a problem in form of a question. Another tip is based off of good copywriting skills. So good copywriting insists that you separate content using headings, and you also use bullet points. So instead of writing long paragraphs, people are not going to read that. You can just separate everything using bullet points and headings. You'll have to give information about the product, like how to use the product, any special settings that you need for the product, and all of this you can divide them using headings, and then you just give bullet points for the different points that you want to make about that product. So if you're saying how to take care of the product, just put them in form of bullet points. How to set up the product, put them in form of bullet points, and each of those different headings will help the user or the customer just go through the product and see that it aligns with what they're looking for. So separate items with headings and bullet points, like you just telling them that you'll just be telling them what the product is made of, what materials are used for making the product, how to take care of the product. These can be some of your headings. Like also you can add what the shipment contains. You need to tell them what will be contained, what will be included in your shipping, anything else that comes along with the product. Then you can list all that under bullet points. You can list all that under headings in form of bullet points instead of writing long paragraphs. No one is going to read long paragraphs. You can also use images to illustrate how the product is being used. Most people probably don't want to read, so they'll just want to go through the images and see how to use the product. Take different images for the product just so that they can get an idea of exactly how the product looks like and how it can be used. So make sure you use lightweight images. That's very important. You don't want your product page to load slow. If it loads slow, then it's probably going to rank low on search engines, because Google is very concerned about speed on your web pages. So if you're going to use images, make sure that they're lightweight images. There are various tools that you can use online to optimize your images. Just go to Google and search for image optimization. You'll find various tools that you can use. Of course, once you've written your description, you'll want to tell people to take an action, and you can actually do this call to action during the description. Within the description, you can do it many times. You don't have to do it once. Like once you've written a few descriptions about the product, you can say something like, buy it right now and you'll get it within a week. It will be shipped to you within the next 3 days. Buy it now before the stock runs out. There are only a few left in stock, so buy yours today and it will be shipped to you within the next 2 days. That is scarcity, telling them to buy now because the shipment is running low, and you can use that in your product descriptions. So telling the customer in the description that there is only a limited number of stock, that is scarcity, and you can also introduce scarcity using discount and time. So you can say something like, in the next 48 hours, the product will be discounted at this price. After that, the price goes up. So that's also a form of scarcity. And you can also show social proof in your product description. So social proof is just letting people know that they're not alone in using the product. You can show social proof using reviews and testimonials. So when you send out the product to your customers and they receive them successfully, you can ask them for testimonials, and you can just put those on your descriptions as well. And that will help people know that the product has been bought and used by other people, and it will work for them as well. Another way in which you can also show social proof is just by giving your own personal testimonials. This is why it's a good idea to sell products that you already use and products that you know and are familiar with. So you can just say that, yeah, let's say you're selling a computer mouse. You can say, this is the same mouse that I use every day and I love it. And if anyone in my family needs a mouse, this is the same mouse that I usually get for them. Maybe it's soap, and you're selling a certain kind of soap. You just tell them, yeah, I use the same soap. I have a sensitive skin, and this soap has been working well for me. And I know from my own personal experience, it's also going to work well for you. So that's showing social proof. And then just in summing up, make sure that you anticipate all your customers' questions and you answer them. So when you're answering these questions, make sure you divide them in headings and bullet points. Okay, so you anticipate the questions and you answer them, so that if someone is looking for this product and they see your description, they're going to buy it from you because you're the one who answered all their questions. You're the one who provided the most information that they needed to make their decision of purchasing that product. So just in brief, make sure you have enough time when you're creating the product description. Make sure you grab attention and use headings and bullet points. Use lightweight images to illustrate the product in real use. And then use scarcity in your call to actions. Show some social proof and ensure that you anticipate and answer all your customers' possible questions. In the end, this will help the customer make the decision to buy because they trust that you know what you're talking about when you're selling that product. They'll trust that you know about the product, and that's why they'll buy it from you, and they'll look at you as an authority. They will see you as an authority for that product. And if you're selling niche products, then they'll look at you as an authority in the niche if all your product descriptions are consistent and reliable. So that's pretty much it for this video. I will see you in the next video when we create a second product, and in the second product we're going to create a variation product. So I will see you in the next video. Hi and welcome back. In the last video, I gave you some tips on how to write your product descriptions. In this video, let's see how you can preview the product that you created, how you can duplicate a product, and how you can add discount prices for your product so that when people go to your store, they can see that the price was $70 and now it's $30. So if you want to run a sale, you can do something similar to this. So this is a product that we created. Let's go ahead and just click on it. So if you want to duplicate a product, you can just click here to duplicate the product, and this product will be duplicated, and you can rewrite all the content as much as you want to. And if you want to view the product, you can just click there to view the product. Currently, my store is protected via a password. And if you want to remove the password or you want to change the password, you can come here under online store, and then you go under preferences and you can change the password there. So I can enter the store using the password. And if I just scroll down, I can click on the product to preview it. And you can see there is your product. Okay, so let's say that you want to show a price for this, like it was 70, now it's 50. You'll just come back here. And if you scroll down, you remember this place where we were about comparing prices. So I can say 70. So if you want to run a sale, this is something that you can do. So it will be like this was the price initially, but now it is 50. And if I save and I come back over here and I refresh, you'll see that the price is 50. It was initially 70. So that's what I wanted us to do in this video. In the next video, we're going to come here and we're going to duplicate this product, and then we're going to create a variation product. So variations are down here. Variations, you can create variants for the product, and this is where you do that. So I will see you in the next video. Hi and welcome back. This is where we stopped in the last video, and in this video, as I said, we're going to look at variation products. So we're going to create different variants. So you're going to see how you can create variants for your products. Let's say that you're selling shoes. You know, you can have different sizes of shoes, and you can also have different colors of shoes. So if you want to create a variant, this is how you are going to do that. The first thing I want to do is I want to come here and I want to duplicate this product. So let's just duplicate this product, and you can give it a different name. So I'll just leave it like that. And I can also duplicate the images as well. If you don't want to duplicate the images, then you can leave this unchecked. Okay, so there's your new product. So I can just change the title to reflect the different options that I want to have. So if you want to create variations, you're just going to have to come all the way down and you're going to create the variation down here. I will click and add the variant. So this is for you to know what is being chosen. For example, if it's shoes, you'll probably put here size of the shoe. If it is 16 or if it is 30, 40, you're going to put the sizes there. If it's color, you're going to add another option and you're going to add color, and then you're going to put the different colors that you have separated by commas. Okay, you separate the different options using commas. So for me, I want to put here as capacity, and I'm going to have 16, 8, and 4. So you just separate them with commas and this is going to happen, okay? And then as soon as you'll notice that as soon as you add any kind of variant on your product, down here, you're going to see the different the different options that you have for the different products. For example, you'll see that the prices will definitely need to be different depending on what you're selling. And you can also give them different SKUs, add the barcode there, and if you have different numbers in inventory, then you can add the inventory so that Shopify can track the inventory for you. So 16 GB, let's say maybe this will now be 80, and then this SKU will be 16 GB, and then inventory will just be 10, and then 8 GB, I'll leave that at 50, and then I will leave it at that same SKU, and let's say the quantity for this is 5, and then let's make 4 GB 30, and I'll change the SKU, and I can put this at 30. I've got 30 of this in stock. So once you do that, of course, you're going to need to save. And if I come here, and let me just go home. If I scroll down, you'll see that I've got 2 products. So this is the one. So let's just click on this product that we've just created, and you'll see that here you'll have the option of choosing the one that you want. So if this were dresses or shoes, people would be able to choose the one that they're interested in, and as soon as you choose the price, it will change the price here as well. Okay, the product that we duplicated had this, and you can see it duplicated this as well. So you can just leave that. So if you had more options, people would be able to choose the different options here. For example, if you're selling shoes, someone would have chosen the size of the shoe that they want to buy, the color of the shoe that they want to buy, and you know how you can set up that in your product editing page. So that's pretty much it for this video. I will see you in the next video. After creating my variation products, you can see that I have this. So if you want to remove this, you'll just come back to the product, and here under the variation options, just click to edit. And for that, there was nothing. For this, there's something. So you just click here to edit. And when you click to edit, you'll scroll down and you can see that the prices are here. And you can remove all these other options, or you can add them if you want to. It's entirely up to you. You can even choose a different image for this. So let's say that I choose a product image for this. I can upload an image, click save, and now this will be the product image for this. Okay, and if you want to edit the others as well, just click on it. Before you do that, make sure you save the changes, and then you can click on the next. Once you save the changes, you can just come and edit the details for the other variations. Like if you want to edit the variation for this 8 GB, you'll just come here. You can also add a different image for it. So I'll choose that, but you can upload another image if you want to. And if you want to change any other details here, you can see all the details you can change. You can change the SKU. If you want to change the SKU, you can change the number of quantity of the items that you have for that particular variation. And if you scroll down, you can also change the weights. And that's pretty much it for this, okay? So once you make any changes, make sure you click on save. And if you want to go back to the product, just click on back to product. Okay, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Hi and welcome. In this video, let's see how you can edit the variation product. Maybe you want to add another variation of the product, or you want to add another option for the variation. And you can also see here that I did make a spelling mistake. Let's see how you can edit all this. Or if you want to edit the image, you want to edit the price of a variation. Let's see how you can do all that. So go ahead and log into your store. And this is a product that we created. This is a variation product, and you can tell that it's a variation product because you're being told on this side the variants that it's got. So to edit it, I'll just click on it. And the first thing, if you want to edit the image, you can easily just edit the image for the variation, for the different variations here. So for this, if you want to add an image, I'll just click here and I can upload a different image, or I can just use that image which is there already, and then I'll click on save. And you'll see that the image for that variation has been changed. So you can also do the same thing by clicking on this edit. And if you want to delete any of this, if you want to delete any of the variations that you've created here, any of these variation products, you'll just click here on delete, and it will prompt you to delete the variation. And if you want to change the price, you can go ahead and change the price here. And if you want to create something like a discount whereby it is 80 bucks, but you want to say it was 100 before, you'll click here on edit, and we're going to do that in a moment. So if you want to change the overall details for the product, of course, you'll just edit the descriptions right here. So let's edit this. So if you want to change the price of a particular variation, you can just change the price here. And if you want to edit a different variation, now we're editing this variation. If you want to edit a different variation, you'll just click on this, on the variation that you want to edit, and the variation that you're currently editing will change. So if you want to compare price, comparing price just means that it was 100. It was 100 and now it's 50. So if you save this and you go to the product variation for this, you'll see that the price was 100, but now it's 50. So let me just save this, and then I'll come here and I will reload so that we can see the variation for 8 GB. So the variation for 8 GB, you'll see that the price is at a sale. So if you want to do something similar, you can just do that within here. And if you want to change the inventory, you can also check that inside here. You can also allow customers to purchase this variation product when it's out of stock. So if you want to change any of these other items, go ahead and change them. If you want to change all these other variants, just click on it and change that variant. And once you make any changes, ensure you click on save to save the variation. And you can also duplicate a variant. If you just click here, you'll be able to duplicate the variant. So let's go back to product, because you want to see how you can create the variation and how you can edit this. And you can see I did make a mistake here. So if I want to edit that, just go back to the product. And then if you scroll down here where we have the variants, you can edit options. You also see that there's an option to reorder the variants. So with this, if you click on it, you'll be able to drag them and reorder them. Okay. But first of all, let's do edit options. Now here, I can change this. And then once I do that, I can click on save. And once I reload the page, you'll see that everything is all right. And then let's say you want to add another variation. So if you want to add another variant, a variant is this, the product. So if you want to add another variant, you'll just click here, add the variant. And then maybe it's 2 GB, or you're selling shoes. It can be the size of the shoe, the color of the shoe. In this case, let's say I want to add an option. Okay, now these are the options are these things that create the variant. Capacity. If you're selling shoes, options would be things like the size of the shoe, the color of the shoe, even the brand of the shoe, if you want to do things like that. So let's see how I can add something else. For me, I want to add brand. So if I want to add brand, now once you create the initial variation, creating the second one becomes a little bit tougher than the first, but it's very simple. Just watch. So I will edit the options and I want to add another option. Let's say I want to add brand. So if I want to add brand, I'll just add one brand. Right now I cannot add many, I'll only add one. Let's say that the one that I want to add is Samsung. So this is the only one I can add. If I try to add a comma, you'll see it's going to give me an error. So I can just add one brand at first and then I'll add the others manually. So you can see here I have the brands. So if I want to add a product with a different brand, I can just come in here and edit it. Okay, so let's say this is a different brand. So that brand, and then you give the number of inventory of the product. Let's say you have a different 16 GB for a different brand. You're going to have to create the product with that different brand. So let's say maybe this was also a different brand. So these are different brands. And for this, maybe you have different brands. So you're going to have to create products for each of the different brands and capacities. Okay. So let's do an example. Let's say I add a variant. Okay, cancel and then save the changes first. So let's just reload to see the changes that we've made so far. So you can see you can have capacity 8 GB and then you want a brand of Crucial. You'll see that there's nothing there. And then Hynix we have 1. So for the brand and the products that you have, make sure you add the number of inventory. For example, let's say we have 16 GB Samsung. Let's just add that as well. So I'm just going to edit this. And then let me duplicate that product. So after duplicating the variant, I can change the options for the new duplicate. So yes, it is 16 GB. I can just change the brand. The brand we had was Samsung. So make sure you write it correctly as it was. 16 GB Samsung, that's it. And maybe the price for this is different, 70. So I can save that. And if you want to change anything else about the product, of course you'll need to change the SKU as well, just to help you track the product and then the quantity of the Samsungs that you have. So just think in terms of this for what you're selling. You know what you're selling, you know how you can categorize them and use those categories. Like an example of shoes, I said you can use different colors of shoes. You can use the size of the shoe as well. So when I save this and I come back here and I refresh, we'll see that we can have 16 GB, yes, and we can have 16 GB of the Crucial. We have this in stock, and we can also have 16 GB of the Samsung RAM, and the price is different. If we have 16 GB of Crucial, it is 80. 16 GB of Samsung is 70. So the last thing before I end the video, let's just see how we can reorder the variations. So if you want to reorder the variations, you'll just come here and click on reorder. Where is that? Reorder variants. Okay, so you can put one at the top, one at the bottom. You can reorder them as much as you want, like 16 GB. Maybe you want 16 GB to be there. 4 GB you want Samsung to be after that. So you can just reorder them that way. So they'll be reordered based on the capacity and the brands. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you've got any questions, feel free to let me know. In this video, you've seen how you can edit your product variants. You can add more options for your variants, or you can change the prices, you can change the images, you can also change the SEO content for the product. So you can just click here to edit, and then you'll change the title that appears on search engines and the description that appears on search engines. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Hi and welcome back. In the past videos, I've shown you how you can create different types of products on Shopify. So in this video, we're going to talk about collections. So a collection in Shopify is just a way for you to categorize your products. You will categorize your products to make it easy for your customers to find them when they're browsing on your website. So for instance, if you're selling different boutique items, maybe you're selling shoes, you're selling dresses, you can create collections for dresses, and you can create collections for shoes. You can create collections for shorts or any other thing. And in Shopify, there are two types of collections. There are manual collections and automatic collections. So automatic collections, as the name suggests, these are collections that you can just choose various settings and they will be populated automatically based on the settings that you choose. And then manual collections, as the name suggests, these are just manual collections that you create manually. You will choose the products that you want for which collections. So in brief, we have two types of collections in Shopify. We have automatic and we have manual collections, and you're going to see how to create all of this. And collections are just a way for you to categorize your products. So in the next video, let's see how you can create collections, and we're going to start by creating an automatic collection, and then after that we'll create another video for manual collections. So I'll see you in the next video. Hi there, please note that I'm still adding more videos in this course. So if you've reached this point, just know that more videos are still coming up, and you just need to stay a little patient as I record and edit them for you. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, feel very free to let me know. Just send me a message and I will help you with your questions.